Hi, welcome back. Okay, so we've refined our shortlist down to around 5 items, and what we're going to do now is just go a little bit deeper before we go ahead and do sourcing, which is a lot of work for a particular item. Before we go ahead and contact factories and everything, we want to look at the actual competition for those products, and just see, which ones we do think are this kind of best opportunity of the list that we have. And if in the end you come down to it, you go through your list and you think none of these are very good, just go back and repeat the whole process. I know it takes time, but if you take the effort to create a new list of 50 to 100 products, review them, and then do this little deep dive just before you go ahead, you'll find great items. It just takes a bit of time. Some people find it faster, some people find it longer. That's a little bit of luck, but the people who put in the time and effort to make a list, analyze it, are going to find good products to sell as well. So what we want to look at when we're looking at competition is the listing quality. So the images, the text, the features, the review count of the existing competitors, how many competitors there are, how many strong competitors there are, the reviews themselves, and then we'll talk about a few other things you should consider before going ahead with a particular product as well. So this is our shortlist: tent floor mat, tarp, dry sack, equipment mat, polymetric jumping box, and disposable coffee cup that we're going to analyze. Okay, so sponsored listings, anyone can sponsor. So these aren't necessarily the ones you want to compete with. What you want to do is check the actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ranked products. Okay, so we skip that and we'll go straight here and we'll start opening these up into tabs. Okay, just do a few of these. Just to get an idea, and you can see those straight away from the main images. These are not very high quality images that people are using. This is so image. They're not really. I mean, this is a terrible image. It looks like someone's just folded it at home and taken a picture with their smartphone. Okay, let's go into this listing. So basic features. Okay, there's 5 images. It doesn't really. It shows one picture of the product in action. The bit more detail here. The images are pretty terrible. This is Amazon, and they haven't really shown great photos of the product. They've answered a few questions. The reviews, 4.3 out of 5. So there's room for improvement. I mean, unless the product's got 4.5 out of 5, there's something that definitely you can do. So lightweight, value for money, durable, sturdiness, 3.2. So that's something that we would note down to improve this product. Let's see, 1-star reviews. We'll dive in a little bit. Not black, but dark green. I needed black, so you need to make clear what the color is. Ripped from the corners again, so the corners are not strong. Cheap, flimsy material. Bad construction, broke in the first hour. Poor quality fin. So, I mean, this kind of material is very cheap. The difference between a cheap material and a much thicker material is only going to be 10, 20, 30 cents extra to make it better. So Amazon in this case have gone as cheap as possible. You could potentially go for something with a bit thicker material, double stitching, extra reinforced corners, and then those things can make up your product listing pictures. You see, Amazon haven't done that. Here you could show reinforced corner, double stitching, extra thick material, and you can show a comparison one next to the other. So to me, this is the product that's winning in this category, but it's not very strong. If you compare that to something like a yoga mat, and let's go for a couple of these items. Let's see. I don't want to do Amazon's one. I want someone else's. Okay, let's see how these listings look in comparison. So these photos aren't that great either, but they've got a video in there, much longer features, and then this is a lot better, a lot more detailed explanation. See the extra thick. You could do the same with the tarp, anti-tear mat. This is super easy to clean. These are kind of features that apply to the tent tarp as well. So you can see that this is a much better Listing, this is even better. Okay, so you got the thickness, and you can compare the thickness to an existing one. Easy to put away. These photos are great in action. So this is really what you want to do on the top quality image. So even though Amazon's number one, the number one product here is not very competitive in terms of listing quality. So that's an opportunity. Okay, number two. Nice picture. Good. Shows the quality of the product. Shows the kind of dimensions clearly. Shows where you can use it. Shows how to put it away, and shows how small it is. This is great. This is a great listing. So you can say that this competitor is a strong competitor. Next one. Not bad. Not as good as the previous one, but pretty strong listing quality. Very limited. See, they've got no, you see, keywords need to go in here. Your features are searched by Amazon and they look for keywords. And they haven't got any of the main keywords here for this product. So that tells me that you can rank above these people simply by doing a little bit extra work on the keywords. The description isn't great. Photos are not bad, like medium quality. Better images, features okay, and they don't have any extended description after that at all. So we can see already that although there's a couple of people who have done these listings well, I wouldn't say it's too competitive, this market, based on that. And then we're going to look at the review ratings as well. 4.3. This definitely has a lot of room for improvement. So this is in the top 10, but it's just a thin, cheap and poorly constructed tarp. Crumbled in less than 2 months. Green and brown, waste of money. So you can see people are unhappy about a lot of things. And before we manufacture something like this, we would look into these reviews. But you can see here, just from the overall score, 4.9 out of 5, this product, high quality. So you'd want to mimic that. That product's going to rank over time. 4.5, 4, 4.7, 3.8. So it's cheap, one photo, terrible listing, no description. It's in the top 10. So this person hasn't put any effort into selling this product at all. They just lowered the price. I don't think it's FBA because it's not showing Prime delivery. And then the rating's pretty poor. So there's a few listings in the top 10 that have room for improvement. So rankability, I think this product, there's a good chance to see. Again, they've got no real keywords here for this item. The main image is not great either. There's a lot of white space above. They haven't really focused on it. They've shown the product, but they haven't really done as much work as some of these other listings like this. This is much, much better. So you would want to mimic something like this. It shows the product in action. It shows the features, folding, everything. Much better listing. Okay, here we go. Good. This bottom part's good. What's the rating here? 4.5. 3.5. So there's a lot in the top 10 that are not good. So it's not that all the top 10 are competitive. I would say from a point of view of the listing quality, the reviews, the amount of competition, I would say that this is a very doable item at the present time when I'm filming this video. I mean, that can change 6 or 12 months later, but it's reasonable. The level of competition is not too high. The level of review is not too high. The price is okay. It's a simple item, so that's definitely in our shortlist. That can stay in. Okay, dry sack. Let's go through this now. Same thing. We're really just trying to eliminate additional products. Okay, here we go. So starting with the bestseller, Amazon's choice. Just open these up. Just want to get an idea of the listing quality for this market. Okay, here we go. First one. Many sizes to choose from. Okay, shows that clearly. That's good to have it on someone's back so you can kind of get an idea of how big it is. It's very hard to guess how big it is just from these images. usage. Okay, the listing quality, I mean the description's good. Many colors they're offering. I would say that's a 7 out of 10 for this listing. Reviews 4.7 out of 5. It's good. This is low. It's in the top 10, 3.8 out of 5. The pictures are terrible. Doesn't show size or anything. This is very limited. It's not great. And no additional description. So this is number 2 rank, and I would say that's 3 out of 10 for listing quality, and it's the Amazon choice product, even with a low review. So this is something that can be beaten for sure. This is much better quality listing. See, it's descriptive. No keywords here, so again, this is an issue for them. They haven't put in any keywords. You can outrank them for that. This is good down here. I'll give that a 6 out of 10 for listing quality. And what's their reviews like? 4.5 out of 5. So it's a reasonably good quality product. This is a fantastic reviews. You see, 4.8 out of 5, 4,000 ratings. So they've really thought about the quality of the product, and that shows. And now it's the best seller in the accessories. As a result, their description's good. They've got keywords, and it's a lot more detailed there. And then this is fantastic as well. I'll give that an 8 to 9 out of 10. So that's highly competitive. This one, no sizes. Made in Vietnam, so you know where they're getting this particular product from. This is terrible. Has no keywords, no real description to sell the product. Down here is good. 4.1 out of 5. Again, terrible listing. So it looks like to me half the top 10 listings. I mean, this is terrible. There's no keywords here. There's no real description. There's nothing to make me want to buy it. And look at these 2 photos. That's it. It doesn't really explain the item or show off the quality or anything. And this is just about size. There's nothing about the waterproof factor, the material, the thickness, how to pack it, how big it is. Nothing. Compared to images like this where you can actually see the product in use, the size, the features. These are better images. So I'm looking at this product, I would say that, you know, half the top 10 products are not very competitive at all. So it's rankable. Something like that is very rankable. So again, I think that can stay in. Equipment mat. Okay, so let's open these up. And we're focusing on this style. Okay, one more. Right, let's get a feel for how this looks. Okay, so photos are not good. No size there. Really terrible photoshopped image. You can see that's just been slapped on. They haven't even bothered to do a proper image. No keywords there. This is better. See, finally showing the anti-slip. But they should include these photos up here to really make it, because this is what you look at when you're first going through. Okay, reviews 4.7 out of 5, so not bad. We give that a 6 out of 10. 4.4, so there's room for improvement. I like how it shows the products faded on top, so you can really see what it's useful for. They could even show those clearly. There's no need to hide the product, right? You can see the mat anyway. Thickness, size, good. Don't really need to see the logo. This is good. Bit more keywords, detail. They've only got 4 bullets though, when they can use up to 5. This is better. This is good. It explains it. So I'll give that a 7 out of 10. Terrible. No size in the images. I mean, you can see what it can fit on it, but people want to see measurements straight away there. They don't want to have to dig into the features or something to find it. It's not too bad. Not detailed at all. The additional description. Left marks on the floor. Reviews 4.5. So opportunity here. I mean, most of these don't even have 7 main images. They haven't gone into detail on the features. This is okay. This is better. 2 images only. These are top 10 products, remember. They should be using all the images and everything they can to improve their listing. So again, this is not that competitive a space. Simple product, no size, again, just random images of maybe the seller. No keywords in here. You can see that straight away. This is better, but really no detail as to what makes the material good quality versus something else. Have they thought about it? I don't know. Regular folding. This is better, see? But again, they haven't really highlighted why is this material good. So my concerns would be that it marks my floor. I want to know the size straight away and whether it will mark my floor. Whether it's, you know, sweat proof, can I wipe it, etc. These are the features that instantly I want to know about and should be here and here. So their pictures aren't great. Not very descriptive. This is much better. See, showing the wiping. This kind of image here makes all the difference because you instantly mentally note that, okay, so this product I can wipe. It just helps to sell the item. So this is a better. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Okay, so we're done with these. So again, what I think with this is actually the competition level is not so high in terms of the product itself. And then reviews, I forgot to do that, so let's do that now. 4.4, 4.7, 4.4, 4.5. So you can see generally the quality is fine with these items. For free, it's less of an opportunity. And then the number of reviews is a little bit higher. So this is a little bit more competitive a space than the first two we looked at. So it's slightly more competitive. Okay, polymetric jumping box. Let's get that. And remember, we've done the numbers. Now we're just digging in to see which of these items we think have the best opportunity. This is interesting. Okay. Oops. Let's look at the first one. Wow, okay, so steps. A very different style to the rest, but it's extremely expensive. This set. But it does allow you to do a range of motion. Indestructible pilo boxes. You can buy individually here. This is... Who cares? I don't care about your story. I just want to know about the product. You haven't shown me any of the features. What makes it so good? How much weight can it take? What's the maximum weight it can take? Like, can I jump on it? Can 2 people use it? What kind of exercises can I use it for? This listing is a 6 out of 10 at best. This one, only 3 images. It does show the height on the side. It does show in action. It doesn't cover keywords here, and there's no further details. So very poor listing quality for this one. Very poor listing quality. Made in the USA, okay. See, this is a great image. It shows the strength of the box. It's a fantastic image. Really good. This is terrible. It's really hard to read that. Okay, so it's a flat pack box and very strong. So this is good because you can copy that flatbacks model. No keywords here. Terrible description. Not high competition at all. This is better. 350. See, there's a weight. What weight can use it? Shows the features a bit better. Some of the images are a little bit not clear because there's too much going on. Good. You can see what it's used for. Good description. This is weak. I'll give that a 6.5 out of 10 for listing quality. Only used 4 of the potential images. Haven't really shown the sizes. This description's not great. The way they've put this minus in just makes it hard to read. Okay. there's only one or two that have really impressed me. This is good. This description, this features could be better. This is good. This is excellent. Finally, someone's put that in. So it gives a more credibility. Okay, it shows the exercises. Doesn't really show the size. The images could be better. The reviews are 4.2 out of 5. Let's have a look at some of the complaints. Not impressed with the instructions. Screws not great. Missing internal supports. Support pieces not great. Screws strip easily, garbage. So it's a quality game. You'll see with the reason most things get bad reviews is just someone hasn't put in the time to make it a really good quality product. It's worth that extra effort because it will pay back in the long run on reviews. So items that we've sold in the past have been rated, number 1 by Amazon, Amazon Choice, Amazon Bestseller, and Amazon even told us that we get half or even just 20 or 30% of the returns that the competition get, which is why it gets ranked to the top. It does make a difference over time. In the short term, you might be able to launch your product faster. In the long term, it's hard to win if you're not the best quality. So try to read all of these reviews and really study the product. So again, I think this item is semi-competitive, but not too competitive. It's definitely a doable item. So I think that's good potential. And then finally, disposable coffee cup. Okay, so it's quite a wide variety of what people go for here. $160 cups, 108 cups, 60 cups. Okay. Let's have a look at some of these. These are sponsored. Okay. Oops, I need to skip through. Coffee cups, where are you? Here we go. Okay. Product looks okay. Product in action. Looks nice. They haven't really put in keywords here. This is okay. Not too bad. I mean, it's a coffee cup. Everyone knows what it's for. Size would be good. There's no size here, no volume. How much liquid can it take? It does say at the title 16 ounce, but I'd want to know the dimensions maybe if I'm buying for a restaurant or a coffee shop. Very basic coffee cups. No lids, nothing. Reviews 4.2 out of 5, room for improvement. No keywords here, and then nothing additional description. So that's low rank. Much better. 4.2. I would say that these items all have pretty low quality ratings, to be honest. It is a simple item. Just one picture, not competitive, not even used 5 descriptions, 5 features there. Images, not too bad, a little better. This is better. The images could be improved. This is a lot better. See, this really shows the product off, but these images are pretty terrible. 6 out of 10. Leak guaranteed. Okay, not bad images, better description. This is not too bad. Okay, so I would say overall that the coffee cups again are not too competitive. So luckily we've stumbled across these 5 items where the listing competition is not too hard, the reviews competition is not too hard. The equipment mat probably has the most competition of all products there. I'm starting to like the idea of doing one of these items because they're simple. The competition is not too hard. There's room for improvement on the listing. The competition don't all have great reviews, so there's stuff I can take from the reviews to improve the quality of my own product. There's room to rank in the top 10 for these items. So I'm definitely interested, and we're going to cover off additional things you should consider before we go to the sorting stage.